everybody, Jane here, and today I'm finally getting around to posting a new video. I know it's been forever, but I did mention in my last video that I had some new ideas I wanted to share with you guys. This is one of them. So, today I wanted to talk to you guys about a hobby I've taken up in the last, year, and it's something I've really enjoyed, and hopefully you can enjoy it too, and that is crocheting. I've become really obsessed with crocheting. I know everybody, when they think of crocheting or knitting or anything like that, they think of little old ladies with their little bags of yarn running around. Trust me, it's become a lot more than that over the years. It's become something that's really cool. Well, I think it's cool. If you're watching this, hopefully you agree with me and you think maybe this will be something you might want to try too. I mean, that was kind of my attitude about a year ago. I thought, this is something I've always wanted to try. It'd be cool to make stuff. So I looked up some videos on YouTube. I wanted to just try, so I got some yarn, tried it, and now I enjoy it, and I've gotten pretty good at it. So hopefully I can pay it forward to you all, and maybe somebody out there can learn how to crochet from me. That'd be pretty cool. So today I want to talk to you guys about some of the things you'll need to get started. I'm going to show you some things I made first, just so you'll know what I'm talking about. You can see I have this little matching hat and scarf here. You see my hat. I'm not going to take the hat off and show you guys the inside of it because I am notorious for hat hair when I wear this, so nobody needs to see that. But you guys can see, the matching yarn here. And yeah, they're both really warm, which is really good this winter because it's been cold. So, and I'm wearing them a lot. So yeah, I'm really proud that I can do that. And this is something I'm particularly proud of, and this is a purse that I made. Every little bit of this I did myself, including sewing these little buttons on, but that wasn't actually crocheting. That was just putting them on there. And you see, I don't know if you guys can see the inside of that very well on camera, but if you can, there it is. I'm working with my digital camera today, so it's a little difficult for me to see what you guys can see because my screen's on the back there. Well, don't start rambling. Anyway, so there's that, and that's some of the basic things I know how to do. I can do a few little other things that I'm working on getting better at those, but I'll share that with you. That'll be kind of a journey we take together throughout a lot of these videos that I'm going to do for you guys to show you how to make some of the stuff that I know how to do. But for right now, I just want to talk to you guys about what you're going to need to get started. Obviously, first thing you're going to need, can't do anything without yarn. This is just black and white, the most basic colors I have, and I use these for a lot of different things. I use them for stripes like this. I've made just some solid black stuff, some scarves and stuff, and yeah, these are just basic yarns. I don't know a whole lot about the different types of yarn and different weights because this is just what I use. I don't use a lot of the fancier, fluffier yarns just because those are much harder to work with for me, and my skill level is not that much yet. I'm still working on that, so I haven't got to the point where I'm comfortable using those. But you can do a lot with these basic yarns. Pretty much all of these things I've showed you have been made with just basic yarns. I haven't done anything that fancy yet. So yeah, this is just some basic colors. Here's some stuff that has a few different colors in it. This has just a pastel-y type situation going on, just some pastel purple and pink and green. It's really cool if you want to make I made a scarf for my little cousin. She's 9 or 10. I made this for her, and this is some yarn that has some different blues. I think blue is a really cool color. This one has some different reds and a dark pink and green and blue and purple, all that kind of good stuff. I have more. It's just what I got to show you all, but you can really find any color of the rainbow in yarn if you look hard enough. I like mostly to go to Walmart because that's the place closest to me that has yarn, and they're really inexpensive there, and they have some really good deals. I guess it depends on your Walmart, and Walmart can be really fickle with stuff like that, so just, if you have a Walmart nearby, go and see. In my Walmart, it's near where all the sewing stuff is, where you get the thread for sewing machines and stuff. like, I guess near the craft section and stuff like that. Well, I am horrible at describing Walmart, I really am, but yeah, just go look and see. I like to go to Hobby Lobby as well. Hobby Lobby, if you have one nearby, go there. It is such a fun store. They have so many different things, and they have a great selection of yarn in all kinds of different colors and types. So I buy a lot there, and they have really good deals on yarn too. They have a lot on sale, and so they're a pretty cool store. I highly recommend Hobby Lobby. The other thing you're gonna need, obviously, a crochet hook. Gotta have it, because you really, that's, you know, this is what crocheting is using this hook. So this is just a basic size I, 5.5 millimeter. I have other sizes that I'll show you here, but this is just the one I use the most because it's the one I'm most comfortable using. The other sizes, again, you're going to have to find somebody who's a little more well-versed in the different sizes of hooks, because I still haven't gotten that far in my expertise yet. But, yeah, you use them, I guess, for different size stitches and stuff, but my work doesn't get necessarily that fancy yet, so I mostly just use this for my stitches. It's, you know, worked well for me. I'm happy with it. So you can buy them individually like this. This actually came out of a set, but you can buy them individually, or you can get them in little sets like this. So these are the different sizes, and you can see the bigger ones obviously have bigger hooks, so you would obviously use those for maybe thicker yarns. Like I said, you're gonna have to find somebody who's a little more well versed, but this is how they come, either individually or like this. And again, very inexpensive. I'll talk a little more about prices later. I really should. And some other stuff you're gonna need is, this is just one thing. This is some plastic yarn needles. For these, what you're gonna need these for is, because when you're crocheting, you're gonna end up, I left it on my scarf here because I actually really like the look of it on here, but when you crochet, you're gonna have these little tails of yarn at the end of it when you finish. So this is kind of, if you're doing something like maybe a hat where you don't necessarily want to leave the end out, you're just going to want to weave it into your work and everything. I'll show you a little more about that later on. Like I said, this is just kind of what you're going to need this for, and I really don't even use these that often, but it might be useful to have them depending on what you want to do. And then these are little stitch markers, and here's one of them I took out. That's what these look like. These are just kind of like bookmarks for crocheting, because if you're going to do stuff like a hat, you're going to need it, because if you're doing a scarf, you're just kind of crocheting back and forth, and it's not that complicated when you're going. You just kind of maybe count rows if you want, or, you know, whatever, and it's not, you don't really get lost. But when you're doing a hat and you're going around and around with your rows, it's very easy to get lost, trust me. So you're definitely going to need some of these if you want to make hats and you want to do like crocheting in the round, which is what this is called when you do stuff like this. It just keeps you from losing your place, and like I said, kind of like a bookmark for crocheting. So yeah, that's just some of the basic tools you'll need. There's some other stuff you can use that I haven't really delved into, and that's kind of a journey we'll take together as things progress. And right, I'm going to take you guys through some other stuff that I know how to do in some other videos, and teaching you how to make like scarves and hats and stuff. I'll show some of that to you all, and so hopefully you'll learn to make some basic stuff from me, and we can have fun with that. But I highly recommend crocheting. Like I said, if you're watching this, hopefully this is something you want to do. I highly recommend it because it's a fun hobby. It's really cool to make stuff like this for yourself and for other people. Actually, for Christmas, I made scarves for a lot of people in my family, and they all really seem to love them. It's just a really cool personal thing to do. If you want to make it for yourself, you can just kind of customize it to your style, or, you know, just really tune in to the people you love, and you can make them for gifts. It's a really personal, great gift. I love it. Like I said, everybody I give them to for Christmas seem to love them. And it's a really inexpensive hobby. If you want to get into this, it's really inexpensive. The yarns themselves, I don't think I've paid more than like $3 or $4 for a thing of yarn. And I know you might be thinking, well, that adds up if I get a lot of different color yarns. It does, but when you think about it, you get a lot out of one little thing of yarn. You can probably make, depending on how you make stuff, you can probably get a couple of hats out of it, or, you know, 3 or 4 scarves, depending on how long you make them. It all depends on what you're doing, but you can get quite a bit. And if you're gonna go buy a hat or a scarf or even a purse like this, you're gonna spend a lot of money. You're gonna spend a lot compared to a few dollars, and I mean, it's just, you're gonna cut costs doing that, and it'll be a lot cuter, and you can take pride in knowing you're wearing something or you're giving something to somebody that you made yourself. You know, you can't really beat that. The crochet hooks, a little set like this of just 3 of them cost me probably, I want to say $3, a little over $3 and change, and that was pretty reasonable for me, you know. So $6, you have 6 hooks. You can do a lot of different stuff as you get better and better. That's, you know, that's pretty reasonable to me. And then these stitch markers, they say on them $2.59. I don't know if that's what I paid for them, if I got them on sale, but that's, either way, still pretty cheap. And I dropped them. Oh well. And then these were pretty cheap. I mean, they're plastic. You can get metal ones, but they're more expensive. I would definitely go with the plastic ones. That's really all you need. You don't need anything fancy here. But altogether, it's still not as expensive as if you bought stuff like this yourself. It's still really fun, and like I said, it's a little more personal when you make stuff for yourself or you give something to somebody. So if you're thinking about it, I definitely recommend it as a hobby. It's really not that hard when you dive into it. I'll take you guys through some of the stuff that I know how to do, like I said, and I'll post some other videos on here to show you how to make them. So hopefully we'll have fun with that, and I'll see you guys in my next video.